Hello, players. This is the last video I'm going to send till we get some practices underneath our belt. I'm just trying to get you as much information as possible. I know you're capable of learning, and so I sent you one video on defensive play calling. You'll get lots of repetition on that. Offensive play calling, we're going to be working on that. These are just miscellaneous concepts related to offense that we've got to talk about and make some decisions on. So the first one is cadence. You know, cadence is what the quarterback says, okay? I noticed during the tryouts, I had like quarterback saying, ready, set, go, okay? We need to have a 3-level cadence. So the only addition that I thought we could use is a number. Ready, 35, set, go. Seemed like you like to say set, go together. I've used it before, but I haven't used it in a while. So anyways, we got to make that decision. Now, sometimes it's worthwhile going on 2, especially if you're finding the blitzer, right, is getting on the count. My experience has been this, though. We tend to trip ourselves up more so than we trip the other team. And then in the end, it's not worth it. But if we went on 2 and we went with the cadence, ready, a number, set, go, we would do it like this. Ready. And if we used a number that had a 2 in front of it or a 2 behind it, as in ready, 28. Okay, or we could always just say the last number had to be a 2. So ready, 32. You see, then we're saying we're going to go on 2. Ready, 32. Set, go, hit. And then instead of hiking it on set, go, we'd do it on hit. Hit would be the sound of the next, sound that we would snap it on. So again, we got to make decisions on this. Shotgun, I know you want to go out of shotgun, and we just got to make sure that people can shotgun properly. Basically, the shotgun properly to me means has to be a direct snap fired right back into the hands of the quarterback. I've got to have a quarterback who can receive the ball quickly, good hands, and then to be able to make a decision. I like going under center because your hands are under center, your eyes are down the field, you don't have to look for a ball, you don't take your eyes off of the defense, but if we can make it work, I will do so, especially on passing plays. Remember the progression I talked about. Quarterbacks, touchdown, first down, check down, okay? Play calling. If the quarterback is calling the play, he basically calls the letter to the right side of the offense and to the left side of the offense. We don't even huddle. They just look at the play letter on their wristband and they run to your positions, okay? If the quarterback is going to make the decisions on who gets the ball, he can just run the play. Or he could say Vikings, which means he's looking at the Vikings receiver, okay? And this is critical, players. You're young, but I need you to know something. We are not running backyard football. If you see a play, we got a blitz cone right here at 7 yards. All of this is done according to yardage down the field. This first line represents 5 yards. The next line represents 10 yards. The next yardage would be 15. Okay? I know we don't have yardage markers like a real football field and flag, but everything is based off of that blitz cone. That's the most consistent thing we have out on the field. And you've got to know where 12 to 13 yards is going to be for a longer drop. You got to know what 3 steps is in 3 yards. When we run a shallow cross, it comes across the field at 2 to 3 yards horizontally across the field. Normally an out or in route is right at this 5-yard marker. Everything has to be run correctly. And what I mean about no backyard football is don't get in a situation and say, well, this guy was covering me and therefore I had to run across the field. We are going to run routes based on the angles and the distances that we have. This is next level football. We're not going to be changing our routes based on what defenses do. We're going to run our routes to open up opportunities and to target opportunities on the field where there are openings, okay? All right, we know about solid lines and dotted lines. For passes, you always run the solid line. And we'll tell you if you run the dotted line. Any of these plays, by the way, can be run in a bunch formation, okay? If we called this play right here in a bunch formation, blue would line up right next to the center, green would line up right next to this, purple next to the center, and green would line up right next to the center as well. This, by the way, is not a good play we would run in bunch. But if we had a play we're going to run in bunch, when we call bunch, if this is letter A, bunch, everybody moves right tight next to the center and then runs their route, okay? We'll have good plays that will work on that. That's mainly for man-to-man defense. Quarterbacks, you know, if we are going to play action fake, I will use the words, make me proud, looking good, make it happen, okay? And the fire call is for the quarterback. Quarterback, if you find yourself scrambling, okay, and you can incorporate this into your game, call fire. Fire, 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 and basically that means everyone's going to break off their route, realizing you're scrambling, and everyone should turn and run in the same direction that you are as far as trying to get open for where the ball is. If you call fire, we know you're under attack, and we're going to be looking back and trying to even come back to you, running across the field. That's the only time we deviate from our pattern. Look where the quarterback is running and run with him in the same direction. Put your arm up in the air. Show him where you're at so he can make a play. Fire calls. Now, quarterbacks. We're going to be pocket passers. We're going to stand in a pocket just like we do if it was tackle football. We'll take 3-step drops and 5-step drops, and we're going to stand there with our feet on the ground with the ball in our cradle position looking for who's going to be open. We are not going to run around, bail out early on the play, and therefore sabotaging the play because we're afraid someone's going to get the flag. If we get to a point where we have to move, you can, number 11 here, step up. Just step up and make a throw. Or flush right. That basically means as soon as you see when you're in trouble, you're just going to immediately run out to the right side, but still you've got to get your feet underneath you in order to throw the ball. We're not throwing on the run. Reverse flush basically means you're going to reverse out normally to the left. This is if the blitzer's coming on your right side. Blitzer's coming on the right side, coming down the right side here. We step up, we flush to the right, or we reverse out and flush left. But the point is, if you flush, you're running to a point where you can stop, plant your feet, and make an accurate pass. Okay? All right. Car calls. This is really good. We use a car call when we see an opportunity, a lot of times when our receivers are not being covered and they're open. A car call is basically any car that's fast. A Corvette, a Charger, a Mustang, a Trans Am, a Ferrari. I don't care what car you call. It's the name of a fast car. What does that mean? It means that, let's say, blue is uncovered or purple's uncovered, okay, and we're just going to throw the ball. We literally are going to use what I'm going to call a one-step drop. Get the ball up on our ear and throw the ball right straight to this guy. He's just going to run straight. When you hear a car call, everybody is looking inside at the ball. And you don't know who's going to get it. Most likely it's going to be either purple here or blue. And the quarterback's going to step and throw you the ball quickly. The ball will be in your hands before you get to 5 yards. We're going to work on this. And by the way, one other thing, we make a car call, the ball's hiked on first sound. So if we're saying ready, 32, no, not 32, we can't use a 2 number. Ready, 18, set, go, okay? We use a car call, we're just going to snap it on ready. First sound, ready, and everybody moves, okay? So that's a quick count. We got to work on it. If we can do it, we will, okay? One-step passing, first sound, hike the ball, eyes inside, receivers, run straight up the field. If you don't get the ball, then run your route. If somebody would jump the route, then run your route. Folks, you know I'm a big one on spinning. I'm looking for you to spin. Some of you have not played in tournament play, and some of you are kind of fast right now compared to your peers. In tournament play, everybody will be fast. And so you will not be able to run around or pass people maybe like you have. And so what will it come down to? Maneuverability. And the best maneuver in order to avoid tackles in flag is to spin. So I'm asking you to try it and incorporate it into your game. If we were to run the same play again, let's say, for example, if we were the Lions, we would use commands like Detroit, Lions, or Silver. Any of those, if we were the Lions team, Detroit, Lions, or Silver, used as a verbal command says get right back on the line and run the same play again. We may hand it off, we may throw to someone else, but it means same play, okay? And listen, guys, make a lot of mistakes, would you please? We're here to help each other. I'm a football coach. I love to coach. I've got 3 boys that are all involved who've been involved in football, and some still are. And it's okay to make mistakes. Let's learn together. Let's enjoy what we're doing. Ask a lot of questions, and get to know each other and see of all these things that I've been talking about how we can make it happen. All right? If it works, it works. It's not meant to put pressure on you. It's just meant to see if we can step up our game using some things that will be important for us to be successful in tournament play. All right? Thanks again for watching.